Now, home isolation may be playing a vital role in protecting our physical health, but there's concern those restrictions will cause a surge in mental health problems around the country. Wellness expert and Are You OK co-founder Graeme Cowan joins us now from Sydney. Graeme, good morning. Great to see you again. We're going to start our chat by you taking us through a word cloud.
Yes, thanks, Michael. Over the last 2 weeks, I've run probably about 6 webinars and gone into 5,000 homes. And when people registered, I asked them to write down what stresses you most about Covid-19 crisis. And then I put all those sentences into a word cloud. And as you can see, that it's just, really words stand out there. We've got, uncertainty, we've got isolation, we've got unemployment. And these are very, very real fears of where we are at the moment.
And people are often struggling to get help. Of course, the social distancing laws mean most of us can't leave our homes. I know there's telehealth services. What advice do you have for people who find themselves really struggling? They might have lost their job, fearful of losing their job. A family member has lost their job. There's so much uncertainty. What advice do you have for them?
We really need to have a Are You OK 3-6 mindset, and that's about self-care as well as crew care. And we need to have our own early morning ritual. And I really believe that starts with asking ourselves, am I okay? Because there are really, this is probably the biggest crisis we've been through in our living memory. My 90-year-old father said he's never been through anything like this. So asking ourselves, am I okay? What's one thing I can do today to help boost my mood? That could be going for a walk, reaching out for a loved one, doing something that you really enjoy and get really present. I think the second thing we can do is, no matter what sort of day we've had the previous day, actually write down 3 things we're grateful for, 3 things that it could be just micro delights, little, a flower we've seen on a walk or whatever. And then the third thing, and I think this is a wonderful, I've just read Benjamin Franklin's autobiography, The Things You Have Time For When You're Locked Down, but he started each day by writing a question, what good am I going to do today? And I think all of us can really take that to heart and consider, what good we can do today, because we feel better about ourselves when we're being useful, and those things are really important.
Yes, I like that advice from Benjamin Franklin. Hey, now we're living at close quarters, constant quarters with our loved ones, our family members. How can we best help other family members, friends we're living with, who we fear may be struggling with their mental health?
Yeah, well, once we can see, we have a better idea about it because we can see them, we can observe them. But those that we aren't, we need to reach out, use things like FaceTime, Skype, Zoom. And we need to look out for body language, tone of voice. And I think it's another thing that people really struggle with who haven't worked at home before is having a routine. And I really recommend that, you have a start time, a finish time. You work in pulses, 45-minute pulses. And, you work for 45 minutes, have a break, walk around, get fresh air. And when you feel in that, fresher place, that's when you reach out. Now, it could be someone living with you. It could be someone, who lives somewhere else. But when you're in that fresher space, reach out, just ask how they're going and listen for the tone of voice, look for body language if you're on a video call, and ask lots of questions. Help them feel understood, because the more they feel understood, the greater the chance to influence them. And if you suspect that someone is going through a bit of a tough time, encourage them to take one little step. One little step could be to, go for a walk, call a helpline, reach out to someone they trust and really respect. We really all need to pull together, in this period. We can get through this together, and having an Are You OK 365 mindset has never been more needed.
Great advice, Graeme Cowan. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Michael.
And if you or someone you know is experiencing distress, you can of course contact Beyond Blue on 1300 22 4636 or Lifeline on 13 11 14.